Amara woke up because someone was watching her. Her room was completely dark, but someone was standing over her sleeping mat. She heard breathing, slow, hungry, full of hate. Her heart stopped. When her eyes adjusted, she saw Zara, her stepmother. She was standing there, not moving, just staring straight at her. In that moment, Amara understood. Zara did not hate her. Zara wanted her dead. This is the story of how beauty and intelligence became a death sentence. Amara was born in the village of Kwetu on a night when the full moon hung so low it looked like you could touch it. Her mother, Nia, died 3 days later. Fever took her fast, too fast. Amara's father, Okon, was a wood carver. His hands could turn dead wood into dancing figures, into faces that looked alive. He loved his daughter the way dry earth loves rain. And for 7 years, it was just the two of them. Amara grew up with wood shavings in her hair and stories in her head. She learned her father's craft. Her small hands were gifted. She could carve patterns that old men in the village called the work of spirits. She could also remember any story told to her just once. She solved riddles before grown men finished asking them. She sang so sweetly that birds stopped to listen. The village women would say, "That child has something special." The village men would say, "That child will do great things." But her father would just smile and say, "She is my blessing." He didn't know that blessings can make some people hungry. When Amara turned 8, everything changed. Her father married again. Zara came into their home with a smile that showed all her teeth. She brought her daughter Tandiwe, a girl 2 years older than Amara, with a face that always looked like she was sucking on something sour. At first, Zara was kind. She braided Amara's hair. She cooked her favorite soup. She called her, "My daughter." Okon was so relieved. "You see, Amara, now you have a mother again." But Amara noticed things children notice. The way Zara's smile disappeared the moment Okon left the compound. The way her touch felt cold, even when her hands were warm. The way she looked at Amara, like she was trying to find something wrong. For 3 months, Zara pretended. Then the chief's wife visited. She sat in their compound, eating kola nuts, and she said loudly so everyone could hear, "Okon, your daughter is still beautiful. And that brain, hey, that one will break hearts and build kingdoms. Mark my words." Other women nodded and agreed. Zara's smile died on her face like a candle in the wind. That night, Amara woke up to find Zara standing over her in the darkness, just staring, just breathing, with eyes that held something ugly and ancient. Amara pretended to sleep. Her heart beat so hard she thought it would wake the whole compound. The next morning, the war began. Breakfast used to be Amara's favorite time. Not anymore. "Tandiwe, come and eat," Zara called sweetly one morning. She served her daughter a plate of hot akara and fresh pap, still steaming. Then she turned to Amara. "You, take this." She dropped the bowl in front of her. The pap inside was cold, 3 days old. It smelled sour. "But Mama Zara, this one has spoiled," Amara said quietly. "Are you calling me a liar?" Zara's voice went sharp. "You think you are so good to eat what I give you? Your mother is dead. I am the one feeding you now. Or do you want to starve?" Amara looked at her father. He was right there at the table. Okon looked down at his own food. Tandiwe laughed into her akara. Amara ate the spoiled pap. Her stomach hurt all day. Every morning now, Amara woke up before the sun. While Tandiwe slept on a soft mat, Amara fetched water from the stream. 4 trips, heavy clay pots balanced on her head. Her neck ached, her shoulders burned. Then she ground pepper. Her arms felt like they were on fire. Then she swept the entire compound, every corner, every room. Then she washed clothes in the river until her knuckles bled. By the time she finished, Tandiwe was just waking up. "Amara!" she would shout. "Why is this floor still dirty? Do you want to disgrace me?" The floor was clean. Amara had just swept it, but Zara would kick sand across it. "Sweep it again, properly this time." One day, Amara's friend Chioma came to visit. Amara, you've become so thin. Are you sick?" Before Amara could answer, Zara appeared. Amara, don't you have work to do? Or do you want to sit and gossip like a lazy girl? Chioma left quietly. She never came back. Amara's hair was her pride. Long, thick, beautiful. Her father used to braid it himself when she was small. One night, Amara woke up to a strange feeling. Someone was touching her hair. She opened her eyes. Sandiwe stood over her with a knife, smiling. Before Amara could scream, Sandiwe grabbed a handful of her hair and pots. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Stop! Stop it! Amara cried, trying to pull away. But Sandiwe was stronger, older, meaner. When she finished, Amara's beautiful hair was gone, ruined, cut in ugly, uneven pieces. Sandiwe threw the knife down. Now let's see if you're still so beautiful. She walked out laughing. Amara ran to her father's room, crying, Papa, Papa, look what Sandiwe did. Okon woke up, looked at her ruined hair, then he sighed. Amara, hair grows back. Why are you making so much noise? You woke up the whole compound. Oh, Papa, enough. Go back to sleep. Zara appeared in the doorway, pretending to be concerned. What happened? Nothing, Okun said. Just a small misunderstanding between sisters. Sisters? The word felt like poison in Amara's mouth. Sandiwe discovered something powerful. The lies worked. Mama, she said one afternoon. Her face twisted in fake sadness. Amara said you are an ugly woman. She said our real mother was more beautiful than you. Amara wasn't even there. She was at the stream fetching water. But when she came back, Zara was waiting. Slap! The blow came so fast Amara dropped the water pot. It shattered. So you think you can insult me in my own house? Zara grabbed her by the arm, her nails digging in. You think because you have a pretty face, you can disrespect me? I didn't say anything, Amara cried. I wasn't even here. Are you calling my daughter a liar? Mama Zara, please. Slap. Again. Harder this time. Don't call me Mama. I'm not your mother. Your mother is dead and buried. Nobody here loves you. Nobody. Amara looked at her father, who had come outside at the noise. Papa, I didn't say anything, I swear. Okon looked tired, so tired. Amara, just apologize to your stepmother. But I didn't apologize. His voice was sharp now. Amara's heart cracked like the clay pot at her feet. She apologized for words she never said. Soon the whole village was talking. Mama Adeze whispered to Mama Obi at the market. Have you seen that Okon's daughter? Even with the face like a goddess. Hey, that girl is suffering in that house. True? Mama Obi leaned closer. But why? Jealousy now. That stepmother cannot stand her. And the man, useless. He sees everything and does nothing. That's wickedness. That's what I said, oh. When Amara walked by, carrying firewood on her head, they stopped talking, but their eyes followed her. Pitying eyes. Amara hated those eyes more than Zara's cruelty, because pity meant the soul. They knew, but nobody helped. By the time Amara turned 12, her body was covered in bruises. Small ones on her arms where Zara grabbed her, large one on her legs where she fell, but really, Zara pushed her. One day she showed them to her father. Papa, look, it hurts. Everything hurts. Okon looked at the purple marks on his daughter's skin. He touched one gently. For a moment, Amara thought he would say something. Finally protect her. Instead he said, you must be doing something to make her angry. Try to be more obedient, more respectful. Don't provoke her. Amara's world tilted. You think this is my fault? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Zara is under pressure. She has a lot of responsibilities. Just try to help her more. Make her life easier. Make her life easier? Amara's voice broke. What about my life, Papa? But Okon was already walking away. That night, something in Amara's heart closed. Like a door, like a grave. The strange thing was, Amara didn't become cruel. Everyone expected her to break, to turn bitter, to become mean like Sandiwe. But she didn't. When old Ma Ekene struggled to carry water, Amara helped her. When the neighbor's goat got loose, Amara caught it and returned it. When stray dogs came to the compound hungry, Amara shared a small portion of food, even though she was hungry too. Zara saw this, and it made her hungrier. Why are you feeding that dog? She shouted one day. You think you are some kind of saint? You think kindness will save you? Amara just looked at her, quietly, calmly. I feed the dog because it's hungry. That's all. Something about that answer made Zara's face twist with rage because she realized she couldn't break this girl. She had stabbed her, beaten her, humiliated her, isolated her, turned her own father against her. But Amara's lights refused to go out. So Zara decided if she couldn't break her, she would destroy her completely. When Amara turned 15, the village prepared for the annual festival of harvest. Young women would display their best work. The chief would give prizes. The winner would receive land, money, and respect. Amara spent months carving the mask in secret. She worked only at night, by firelight, after everyone slept. The mask was beautiful, a woman's face that was half sorrow, half joy. It told a story. It breathed. Even the old carvers in the village would have been amazed. But Tandiwe found it 1 week before the festival. She ran to her mother. Mama, look what Amara made. If she shows this, everyone will know she's better than me, than both of us. Zara held the mask, studied it. Even she, with her poisoned heart, could see it was extraordinary. That night, she burned it. Amara found the ashes the next morning. She knelt beside them. No tears came. She cried too much already. She just knelt there in the ash and felt something inside her harden, like wood in fire, like steel. But what Zara didn't know was that the gods were watching. And the gods, they don't forget. The night before the festival, the chief's youngest son fell sick. Not just sick, dying. The village healer tried everything. By midnight, she came out shaking her head. Only God can save him now, or someone with very strong medicine. Amara was at the stream when she heard this. She was washing clothes by the moonlight because Zara had given her extra work to make sure she'd be too tired for the festival. But Amara remembered something. A story, a remedy. Her mother, the mother she barely remembered, had told to her father, and her father had told it to her. Roots that grew deep in the forest, in a place people feared. But those roots could cure anything. Without telling anyone, Amara dropped the wet clothes and walked into the forest. The forest at night is a different world. Shadows move, sounds come from everywhere and nowhere. Amara dug in the black earth with her bare hands. She found the roots after hours of searching. They glowed faintly in the darkness, just like the story said. As she turned to leave, she heard a voice. Child. An old woman stood between the trees. So old she looked like she was made of bark and moonlight. Why did you come to this dangerous place? The woman asked. For glory? For reward? Amara shook her head. I came because a child is dying, and I know how to help. The old woman stepped closer. Her eyes were deep as wells. You've been taught cruelty, but you answer with kindness. You've been given darkness, but you create light. Do you know what that makes you? Foolish, Amara asked. A small sad smile touched her lips. Powerful, the woman said. The kind of power that changes the world. She pressed something into Amara's palm, a seed. When the time is right, plant this. It will only grow for hands that have known suffering, but refuse to become cruel. Then she was gone, like smoke, like dreams. Amara ran back to the village before dawn. She prepared the remedy exactly as the story instructed. The chief's son drank it. By sunrise, his fever broke. His eyes opened. He smiled at his mother. The compound erupted in joy. Who made this medicine? The chief demanded. Bring them to me. When they said Amara's name, the chief sent guards immediately. They found her at the stream, still in her dirty work clothes, exhausted, hands covered in soil. Come with us, they said. Zara's face went white when she saw the guards. What did she do? What did she steal? She saved the chief's son, the guard said simply. The whole village followed as they brought Amara to the chief's compound. The chief looked at this teen girl, this exhausted, dirty, beautiful girl who looked like she had been carrying the world on her shoulders. You saved my son, he said, his voice breaking. Ask anything of me. Amara looked at her father, standing beside Zara, his eyes finally full of shame. She looked at Tandiwe, at Zara, whose face had gone grey with fear. I only ask of this. Amara said quietly. Let me tell my story. All of it. So the truth can live in the light. And she did. Every cruelty, every injustice, every time her father chose silence. The village listened in horrified silence. When she finished, the chief's face was stone. Okon, he said, you failed the most sacred duty a father has. Okon fell to his knees. I was afraid. Then you were no father at all, Amara said. Not angry, just infinitely sad. Love that cannot protect its own is not love. It's cowardice wearing love's mask. The chief turned to Zara. You tried to destroy an innocent child because you could not bear her light. That is evil. Please, chief, Zara began. Silence. You are banished. You and your daughter. Leave this village before the sun sets tomorrow. If you return, you'll be faced the worst punishment our laws allow. The crowd cheered. The chief offered Amara a place in his household, training, education, a future. But Amara asked for something else. I want land, tools, freedom. I will build my own life with my own hands. And it will be beautiful because I choose to make it so. That night, she planted the seed the old man had given her. By morning, a tree stood where none had been before, a tree with fruits that could feed the hungry and heal the sick. Years later, people would come from distant villages to see Amara, to learn from her, to ask for her wisdom. And when they asked, how did you survive such hatred without becoming hateful? She would smile and say, people can only make you small if you believe their stories about you. My stepmother saw my beauty and intelligence and called it a threat, but it was never about me. It was about her own emptiness. The elders say Amara's tree still grows in Kwetu. Its branches shelter hundreds. And on quiet nights, when wind moves through its leaves, some say they hear a girl's voice whispering, your light is not your enemy. Shine anyway.